woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Brees on third down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little. Short, fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready. Waiting.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Breeze to throw. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Here we go. Ready. Yellow wavy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
We got three. Ready. Blue 80. Check back, forward. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now Jackson on 1st down, throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Breeze now on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Breeze to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Now Breeze lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the gun, it's Breeze. Going deep here for Bryant. And Bolt, that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Des Bryant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down. Operating from the gun. Jackson being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check. 55 to Mike. Cross the screen. Waiting for check.
A final shot before half for Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
You don't want no problems with me.
Now Jackson on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Breeze now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The Ravens on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run with Foreman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Willie Henry in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sammy.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
All right, now, look at 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Come on, get set.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Flush to his right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking downfield for Dez. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze, got to have this one. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Here's Foreman. And he stopped immediately there. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They run again with Foreman, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And now he'll tuck it and run, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Breeze. buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Tight end's left. 4 down.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And it's a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Easy.
One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.